Hunt Art and Cultural Center offers all kinds of classes. You can learn how to draw, do ceramics, even expand your cooking skills. Here with us today is Alex Noel, who is the Kitchen Education Director and Outreach Coordinator at Baker Hunt. So good to see you. How's it going, Alex?
Great. Thanks for having me.
So we're going to do Charcuterie Board 101 today. Is that a name of a class over there?
It is, actually.
Yeah.
It's coming up in the fall. So
Okay.
we're going to be teaching everybody how to build a charcuterie board and do a few different fun garnishes.
That sounds great. These are so popular right now, whether
Very
you're
popular.
having people in or you want to take one to a party. But it might be a little bit more complicated than it looks. I mean, you don't just throw a bunch of stuff on a board, right?
This is true. It can be complicated. There's really no rules, but there's definitely some things that you want to keep in mind. You want to obviously have meats and cheeses, because that's what charcuterie is. But you want to have a variety of different flavors. You want to have some common ingredients that people that maybe aren't that adventurous will enjoy. So on our board over here, we just have some salami. That's a nice kind of normal.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it up a little so we can get a better shot of it. Yeah, show me some of the things on this board.
Yeah, absolutely. So just some regular salami over there. I like to have a spicy component, so I have some spicy capicola.
Yeah.
And then we also have prosciutto, which is a recognizable one, but it's got a little bit of a funky flavor to it. So it's kind of fun.
And then you have some little jams and tomatoes and jellies and little toppings and things like that. Tiny breads. I love the tiny breads.
The little tiny toasts.
Yeah,
they're really
those are
cute,
good. So what are you doing over here?
So here I thought it'd be fun to make kind of like a vegan pepperoni almost, because a lot of people don't eat meat or don't eat any animal products. So something on the board for them is a nice thing to offer.
How are we going to do that?
Yeah, so we're going to marinate some vegetables overnight, but I've just got a mandolin, and all you have to do is slice a few thin rounds of a couple of different types of squash. I've got some zucchini and some yellow summer squash here, and just nice thin pieces. And then you're going to pop those in a bag. I'm all about not doing a ton of dishes.
Right.
So you're just going to pop all these in a bag. And to marinate them, I've just got a half a cup of olive oil. I've got a quarter cup each of sherry vinegar and balsamic vinegar.
Oh, wow.
I like to combine the two. They've got kind of the best of both worlds.
Okay.
A little bit of oregano. And you can use dry, because it's going to hydrate in there with all the vinegars. Half a teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Then all you got to do is seal it up. Give it a shake, leave it in your fridge overnight.
Nice.
And then those will become, not cooked technically, but the acid will help to soften them a little bit.
It's a little bit like ceviche, right?
It's a little bit like ceviche, absolutely. And then the next day, you can build your charcuterie board that morning or even a day in advance. Just pull it out of the fridge beforehand.
And you've got the what you call the vegan pepperoni right there in the middle. You made a little curvy caterpillar out of them.
And you just dry them off a little bit on a paper towel, and then you can pop them in there.
Can I taste one?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to see if it really tastes like pepperoni.
Oh, it doesn't, but it kind of looks like pepperoni, right?
It's kind of like a pickling type of flavor,
Almost
isn't it?
like a pickled flavor.
Yeah,
yep,
that's good.
Yeah.
Then you have another little charcuterie board here. What'd you put on this one?
We do. This one's for kids, so don't leave them out, especially if they're joining your party. This is fun for them to put together too. So just some apple slices. If you soak them in a little lemon juice, they won't turn brown on you. This is just equal parts peanut butter and honey.
Oh, great!
Just to make a nice little sweet dip for them. Again, those tiny little cute toasts.
Yeah.
They have the tiny little mozzarella balls.
That's great.
Something, again, that's recognizable to kids, a little pepperoni.
What are some of the other classes that you have coming up here, Alex?
So we have all sorts of classes, as you mentioned. One of our really cool things that's coming up is we have an adult Harry Potter night. So we're going to do Harry Potter for grown-ups. And that's coming up in August. So we'll have some painting classes. We're going to do some cooking classes as well. We'll make some potions and have some bubbling.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, some bubbling drinks.
What about things for kids for the next month and a half before school goes back?
We are in the middle of summer camps right now, and we do have a couple of seats available and a couple of those, but we've got all sorts of art classes. We do intergen cooking classes, so grandma, mom, and the kid can make some cookies or pies together. Oh,
I love that. That sounds Baker Hunt over in Northern Kentucky, and if you want to sign up for a class, the link will be at local12.com. Alex, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Hey,